But actually, when we say Satan, we mean a man or a people that their weakness is not, say, confined to themselves. It spreads, and the others is affected by their wickedness. And the white man, we say, is the devil. Why? Because of his weak, physically coming into being from original man, aboriginal people of the earth. When I met him, I looked at him, and he, it just came to me like this, that this is the Son of Man that the Bible said, that prophesied that will come in the last days of the world, and that I couldn't get that out of me. And I shook hands with him, and I said to him, I say, you are the one that the Bible prophesies that will come at the end of the world under the name Son of Man and under the name the second coming of Jesus. And so he looked at me a little stern, and then he smiled, and he put his head down to my beside my head and whispered in my ear and said these words. He said, yes, I am the one, but who knows that? But yourself. And be quiet. Put in my ear and said these words. He said, yes, I am the one, but who knows that? But yourself. And be quiet. He taught us that he was born in Mecca, Arabia, and that he had come in and out of this country for about 20 years before ever that he made himself known to us. He had studied, he says, out here, or rather he had enrolled in the California University there, and he lived to the University of California. How long he went to this university, I don't know, but he says to me that he did go to this university and enroll there. And other universities he mentioned to me, and finally he told me this, that he had studied every educational systems of the civilized world, and that he could speak and, well, speak 16 languages and write 10 of them.
All right, here we go. Who really is the God? This is his message to the black man from Elijah Muhammad. Is that your prophet?
Messenger.
Messenger. Okay, what is a prophet? But a messenger. Okay. Anyway, never mind. So forget I asked. Today, God in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. So tell us, who is God? Since he's a man, is he this man?
Allah come in the person of Master Farad Muhammad.
Now make it clear.
He came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad.
I'm reading it. Today, God in the person of this man.
That's right. He came in the person of Master Farad.
Now wait a minute. This is the guy a while ago that you told us that had to go to.
Give me that book with the,
can I ask you a question, Mount Buster? Is this the guy that you said that had to go to the University of California? Hello? Is this the guy that had to go to all the universities?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now God has to go to university? All that stuff you was telling us that Master
Farad? Right here.
Yeah, he had to go to university.
He went to
did.
study.
Really? Jesus didn't go to any university. How come your man had to?
Well, you know what? He had a greater job than Jesus.
Really? I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Greater job than
this
Jesus.
Gentleman, Master Farad, who is God, in the person of Master Farad, had to go to school because he had a greater job. Would you tell us what his greater job was?
To deliver the black man I'm in the hills of North America.
All right.
To raise us out in
so
the mud
Jesus
of
came to deliver the whole world from sin,
well,
and you're saying, oh, you don't believe that either, do you?
I'm saying that after he delivered us, Jesus came to his own first, and after he delivered us, then he gonna go to the whole world. The minister getting ready to do that now.
Who's the minister?
Minister Farrakhan. He getting ready to do that now.
I just heard Minister Farrakhan admit that he had a part in killing Malcolm X.
Let's go back to that. See, that right there is the minister already did.
He could speak 16 fluently. Well, I was not too much learned into Scripture at that time, and I had not studied too much, but I had from a child up wanted to learn the Scripture because my father was a preacher. So all of his talk and teachings correspond with what I had learned of the Scripture. And therefore I become one of his, I should say 100% convert. To me, you go ahead and start teaching, and I will back you up. And I started teaching that he was the answer to the prophecy of the coming of Jesus 2,000 years after Jesus' birth, and that this is the man at that time. And so I did begin teaching that with the Son of Man, the second coming of Jesus is present. This is him now. To me, you go ahead and start teaching, and I will back you up. And I started teaching that he was the answer to the prophecy of the coming of Jesus 2,000 years after Jesus' birth, and that this is the man at that time. And so I did begin teaching that with the Son of Man, the second coming of Jesus is present. This is him now. He says to me that he had been studying for us what he meant to teach us and to reform us for 42 years.
The thing that I regret in all of this is that two black groups have to fight and kill each other off. Elijah Muhammad could stop the whole thing tomorrow just by raising his hand. Really, he could. He could stop the whole thing by raising his hand. But he won't. He doesn't love black people. He doesn't even love his own followers. Proof of which they're killing each other. They killed one in the Bronx. They shot another one in the Bronx. They tried to get 6 of us Sunday morning. And the pattern has developed across the country. The man has gone insane. Absolutely out of his mind. Besides, you can't be 70 years old and surround yourself by a handful of 16, 17, 18-year-old girls and keep your right mind.
On a program in Chicago called Hotline, this moderated by Wesley South, John Ali, the national secretary, admitted, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, one of these days last week, that they absolutely were going to kill me.
Why are they threatening your life?
Well, primarily because they're afraid that I will tell the real reason that that I'm out of the black Muslim movement, which I never told. I kept to myself. But the real reason is that Elijah Muhammad, the head of the movement, is the father of 8 children by 6 different teenage girls, 6 different teenage girls who were his private personal secretaries. 4 of them had 1 child apiece by him. 2 of them had 2 children, and one of those 2 is pregnant right now in Los Angeles, where they're his 3rd child. And the one who first made me aware of this was Wallace Muhammad, Mr. Muhammad's son. And it was their fear that if I remained in the black Muslim movement, and this came into the knowledge of his followers, that they would leave him and follow me. So a plan immediately was set in motion to take me down, put me out.